We are in our swimmers, about to head to the pool. This is probably going to be the first one where it's going to be probably cold. It's the 15th, 16th of April,
I
so
think
it's
the
kind of...
water, there's a delay on the water cooling down.
Yeah.
So I think the water will be fine. It's just, it's not, it's not
Warm.
like I'm like, oh, let's go for a swim.
No.
Just in case you're wondering why we're talking about this. So we've made like a little pact, let's say.
We're doing cold therapy
Yeah,
again,
but
guys.
really what we're just doing is going in the ocean once a week and then cold showers at home. But this is our once a week in the ocean, and it's autumn now, so it's not quite as fun.
This is when it's going to get hard.
Do you think we're going to be able to keep this up all winter?
No, but we'll see. We also need to feed the cats
next door, the boys.
So I'll go do that, and then we'll go for a swim.
Yes, our neighbours are away. I went in and did it the other day, and I said to Dan, it is so not rewarding compared, like, if anyone came here to feed our cats. Our girls would be like, at the door, meowing, rubbing up against your legs. Like, they want to be patted. They want their food, These cats, like, there's two of them. One of them, we haven't even seen it the whole time. And they don't even care when we go over there to feed them. The other one is usually just sitting on the bed, and he'll just kind of look at you and look away. It's not a rewarding cat feeding experience. I'm just going to say that.
All right, we are all showered after our swim. It was definitely crisper in the water than I might have thought it would have been. We went in a couple of weeks ago before we went to the Gold Coast, and the water was still warm. It was actually pretty crisp this time. Erica has just made us breakfast. One of my favourite things lately is having these bagels. So we buy the bagels from work. They're like 2 packs
Costco.
Costco. Sorry, I work at Costco. So these Kirkland bagels, they're 2 for like $12 or something. I don't know. Anyway, we just chuck them in the freezer and they last us ages because we don't have them that often. But it always feels like a bit of a weekend treat to have like a breakfast style bagel.
What are you up to in the shed, Dan?
Well, I've been packing up the pizza oven. A few weeks ago, I think we showed you the pizza oven that I got for my birthday.
A while ago now, probably.
A few videos ago, not weeks. But I've just figured out how to put the cover case on it. And now it's like a full portable pizza oven because we're going to Wollongong next weekend and I want to take it with us and cook them for my brothers and my family and stuff. We've cooked a couple of times.
Had 2 pizza nights.
Yeah, we've cooked a couple of times on it now. It's just kind of getting the temperature right. I have burnt the edge of a few pizzas, but it tastes really, really, really good. We've been buying the pizza dough from Costco. It's like frozen pizza dough
in portions, yeah.
6 individual kind of doughs. And Erica makes the pizza and it seems extremely easy to use that dough. So we've just had some in the freezer and then we can have pizza whenever we want. It's really easy to use. It uses pellets as the fire source. So you just put those in the kind of
like kitty litter
thing it does look like a kitty litter thing at the back. And I bought this package, so I got these little fire starters, and you just light it, you feed the hopper full of the pellets, and it makes it really hot. I also got this kind of laser temperature thing that our niece and nephew thought was the best thing ever. But I've measured
they're
it.
16 and 19, by the way. Like, they're not little.
They're not kids. And it measured like 450 in parts Celsius heat temperature. So it's been working.
And it doesn't take that long to heat up.
Oh, 15 minutes
Yeah.
to be fully hot, and then each pizza is taking less than a minute.
Yeah, so when we had like my sister and niece and nephew over for games night, like we were just pumping them out.
Yeah,
and
we
like
made six
yeah,
pizzas
yeah.
and you were like it was just like it wasn't an arduous thing, which
No.
is good because otherwise you would never do it.
Yeah.
So I've been enjoying playing around with that. I'm going to take it down and play a little bit
Do you
more with
feel
my
pressure
brothers.
doing it for your brothers?
A little bit
They'll
because
be
they're
more
assholes.
critical.
Yeah, they'll just like
My family are probably like, "These are great, Dan," and
chomping on the charcoal bits. But, they'll be like, "This is all burnt."
Yeah.
But anyway, I want to do it, so I have to be prepared to cop the crap because that's my family. They're going to like rib me. That's fine.
But yeah, it
we
packs up pretty
also
well.
need these
Oh.
because a little bit later on we have booked a tennis court. When was the last time I've been that we
my
played?
God.
Maybe in Williamstown. Did we ever play in Williamstown?
Williamstown.
Nah, I reckon
Nah.
even here, up here.
At
Yeah, so
least six
six.
or 7 years ago.
Yeah. A racket was lost in the multiple moves, so we had to go and buy a racket. And we just wanted something pretty basic, but God, it was expensive. This was on special, this racket. And
It was half price.
yeah, I think it was $65, and I was thinking that would be what we would spend, but most of them were over $100. We went to Rebel. We had one at work, but it was $100 as well, and I was just like,
We don't need to spend 100.
we're not professional. We'll probably have one hit, and then they'll sit in the shed again. So tennis rackets out, packing up the pizza oven for next weekend, and. Yeah, how many vlogs have we filmed with me in the shed? I really am never in the shed.
Honestly, still feel so nice after that swim this morning. So I hope that we can keep it up in winter, even when the water's going to be really cold, because I think it is fun. I'm kind of like to Dan, I want this to be our thing that we do. Like, we'll see though, you know us. But it is like a bit kind of cooler and cloudier today, and I felt like I might like to do some baking. Haven't done any for ages. And also I need to sort out my very neglected sourdough starter, Susie. I honestly haven't, she's been in the fridge. Haven't touched Susie, since last year, do you reckon?
I think when we last did it was when it started to get cold and you had trouble with it proving as well. So I reckon it was about a year ago.
No! She can't have been in the fridge for a year. Neglect.
I reckon so.
Anyway, see how there's all that kind of stuff at the top? It's fine. It's still fine. You can either pour that off or like it gets this kind of gross liquid on it, but it's fine. You can either pour it off or like stir it in. I'll probably just stir it in. So I'm just going to feed her and leave her out, and hopefully I can bring her back to life. Make some bread. That's a long process. That doesn't happen that quickly for me. I don't know if other people have awesome sourdough tips to share with me. I probably just need to refine my kind of ratios a bit, because I find it's sometimes a bit too heavy. I would prefer if it was a bit lighter, like the end result. Anyway, so I'm going to feed Susie, leave her out. Fingers crossed she comes back to life, because I did spend a long time creating her in the first place. And we have some bananas that are on the way out. Well, they're not on the way out, but we probably wouldn't like to eat them like that. Normally we just chuck them in the freezer for smoothies once they get like that. But I think I'm going to make some banana bread. And I found a Thermomix recipe that was maple pecan. So I thought that sounded cool. Maple pecan banana bread. So that is my little plan now. So I just added some flour and water. I'm not precise with it at all. I just added a bit of both. I didn't measure it or anything. I did measure it when I first started doing it, and I realised it didn't really make a difference. So now I'm just going to leave this out It's not that warm today, but I want to see if it's going to come back to life. Meanwhile, Dan just went to hang out with the swimmers, and this little mischievous cat has escaped. Oh, Scouty, you just want to go out there so bad. So hopefully we'll see some action that it's still alive today. The other thing I need to do is clean my coffee machine, because it has been saying clean me this week. And I didn't have time when I was actually wanting to make my coffee, because I had quite a busy work week. So I'm going to clean it now. And there's some tablets that kind of came with the machine, and you just put the tablet in there and pop that in there, and it kind of backwashes through, and then you can kind of pull this thing apart and make sure there's no milk residue in there. I also probably need to change the filter that goes in the water container, the water storage kind of area. I don't know when the last time I did it was. Normally I put it in my phone calendar, because you do it like every 3 months, I think. But I can't remember the last time, so I'm thinking I forgot to put it in my calendar last time, so I'm just going to do it now as well.
It smells amazing in here.
I think your work colleagues are going to be very happy with this. Just came out of the oven. It's got like a crumbly, a pecan kind of crumble topping on it. Smells good. And we've got Susie over here.
She's regenerated
I
already.
think so. There's a couple of little bubbles in there already. You might not be able to see, but
I want us to try and do a sourdough pizza base.
Dough. Yeah. She's coming back to life. And I've cleaned my coffee machine, and now I think I'm going to make myself a coffee in my clean machine. So we are still plugging away with our April little action for happiness, whatever it is. So today, go exploring around your local area and notice new things. So where are we headed?
Where does it look like? We're going to the tennis court. We haven't been to this tennis court before. It's in Mayfield. So
I don't even know where it is.
We'll explore that area and explore our ability to play tennis probably pretty badly.
And like, how long will we actually last playing tennis?
Yeah, so we've got an hour. We've got the court from 3:30 to 4:30, so we probably won't be that whole time, but we'll see how we go.
What's tomorrow?
Weed the garden. It's like it's Monday, guys.
Right, plant some seeds.
We're going to go and play tennis, pick up
the groceries.
Our click and collect, and then
come home, unpack,
sort out dinner,
get organised for the week ahead. Well, that was
fun.
So fun.
It was really fun.
We had the idea a while ago that we should be doing something on Monday, kind of afternoon, evening, because every second Monday you're off. And then
I finish at 4 the other Monday, usually.
Usually you finish. So we're like, you know what, we should see if we can hire a tennis court around, blah, blah, blah. And I Googled, and you could just book that court online for $10 for an hour. And I was like, sweet, let's try it. But you're not finishing early tomorrow like you normally do. So I'm like, we're doing it on Sunday, otherwise it'll just
not
never
happen at all, yeah.
And it was so fun, and I hope that we can make it a regular.
Do it. Yep, it was really fun. So, one of the rackets was new, and the other racket we've had around. We're trying to figure it out. We reckon it was probably 2013 or 14 when we last played. So
nearly 10 years ago that we last played.
And the grip is, look at her hands.
It just all was deteriorating, so it was just like granules in my hands. So we just need to get like a bit of tape or something.
Well, we need to get it rewrapped probably. Yeah. We might just see what the options are anyway. So.
Yeah. When we got there, there was there's 2 courts at the place, and there's these people playing on all the courts. There was like maybe
7 or 8
7
people.
or 8 people, and they've got all this, you know, they were
Professional.
they were owning the place. They had a big, you know, trolley of balls, blah, blah, blah. And Dad and I kind of walked in and we were like, oh,
Well, they're
no.
going to be disappointed because another guy's rocked up.
Like, oh no, what are we doing here? and they did. As soon as we got there, they go, oh guys, like finish up on one of the courts. But then I was like so self-conscious. I didn't want to be playing in front of them because they were all professional whatevers.
Hitting it so hard.
Yeah, like men just hit it so hard as well. And Dan's like, just do it. We've got every right to be here as much as everyone else. Just do it.
Yeah, but we talk ourselves out of it. Like, we're not meant to be here. We booked the court. We paid for the court. We had every right to be there.
Yeah.
We didn't have to be playing the same as them. We were just hitting the ball backwards and forwards to each other. We weren't playing a game or anything. But we literally have as much right to be there as them.
I know, but it's like, I'm just like, they're going to be judging me, thinking, what are you doing there, fatty? Get off the court. Anyway, I'm glad that you helped me push through it, because we actually were getting some nice little rallies at the end.
Yep.
Like at the start.
And the more we do it, the more we'll be able to do that.
But no, so it was fun. So I say, go us!
Okay,
getting out there.
We are going to go to Woolworths, do our pickup, click and collect. If you are not clicking and collecting,
what are you doing with your life?
You should be doing it, because we still go to the grocery store occasionally, pick up things that we need, but we have been doing our kind of regular shop, and we really don't have that many problems with it. Occasionally we don't get what we order.
Not very often.
They very rarely do a swap. They usually just don't put it in and don't charge us for it, right?
Depends. But also now I just do my list in the Woolworths app. So if I notice we need something, like we ran out of, I used the last of the oregano, I just add it to my cart during the week. So it's very, very convenient. We did that classic thing.
Where we put the camera down?
No, I was going to say, where you go and do your grocery shopping, and then you go, should we just order in tonight?
Which we did. And it was delicious. We got Japanese from Beaumont Street in Hamilton. It was really yummy.
It was.
Some sushi and...
some chicken skewers.
Yeah, those chicken skewers were really good.
Yeah, they were. Anyway.
We didn't show any of it either, so we apologise. We are not good vloggers whatsoever. We're trying to get back into it. So this is our 3rd one in a row. Hopefully we'll be picking up the camera a little bit more, and you'll be getting your weekly vlogs back in your feed every Sunday.
We're going to be like swimming, tennis, go us.
Wellness, look at us. Cold showers, unbelievable.
I have to go slice up that banana bread. Dan's going to take it into work tomorrow.
Yep.
And get ready for the week ahead. Have a shower.
See you next week.
Bye.
Bye.